Testing. Maybe I'll move you like a tiny bit back. There we go. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia, and today I'll be talking about my September TBR. So let's get started with the book that I'm currently reading. I was trying to finish it in August, but I didn't. I thought I was going to get through it a lot quicker, but I really just wanted to take my time with it because I'm enjoying it so much and I don't want it to end. And that is Born a Crime by Trevor. His book is just fantastic. So far, it's a memoir about his life growing up in South Africa, and it talks about his life growing up and about his mom and about his dad and his family, and it's just so funny. Every chapter is kind of divided into, in a way, different lessons that he learned throughout his life in South Africa, but it also chronologically tells you about him growing up and his experiences, and he uses examples at the end. He uses examples of his life, and then at the end he kind of gives you this really impactful message, but throughout it's just filled with a lot of like joy and laughter and funny moments, and I'm just really enjoying it, and I don't want to get through it because I'm enjoying it so much. So I'll probably end up rereading it before the end of the month ends. The next book on my TBR is Metamorphosis, and that's by Franz Kafka. Now, I believe this is a novella, and I actually don't know a lot about it. My partner is actually the one who picked this up, and I've been in a little bit of a reading slump, and I've been reading some pretty hefty books, so I wanted to take a break and include some novellas, some smaller books that I can focus on. Yeah, I have no idea what this is about, but I'm very excited to read it, and I love this cover. The next book on my TBR is Kazuo Ishiguro's A Pale View of Hills. This is his first book ever, or his first novel ever, since he's won a lot of prizes for other books. I believe The Remains of the Day, and there's another one. But this is his first novel, and it talks about Japan's devastation after World War II by following our main character called Itsuko, who is now living in England after her daughter committed suicide. Really short book again, and this is my first Ishiguro book. I found it on sale at my local bookstore, so I want to go ahead and grabbed it. But if I really like it, I'm going to go ahead and pick up The Remains of the Day. Oh, and Never Let Me Go, I heard, is another really good book by Ishiguro. The next book on my list is More Than This by Patrick Ness, and this follows our main character Seth, who drowns and wakes up. He doesn't know where, and he doesn't know why. All he remembers is that he died, and now he doesn't know where he is. I just thought that sounded really interesting. This is also my first Patrick Ness book. I know that his book A Monster Calls is very, very popular. I didn't buy it until I had it. This is the first one that I bought. Again, I bought it on sale at my local bookstore, but I did go ahead and recently pick up A Monster Calls. I just think I'll read this one first, since it is the first one that I grabbed, and it just sounds really interesting. I'm really excited. The next book on my TBR is the Book of Unknown Americans, and this is by Cristina Henriquez. This is the UK version of the novel, or the cover. So my company does or host a book club that we do virtually. Last month we read I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and this month we picked up this one. I don't really know much about what this book is about, except that we have our main character Alma, and I'm not sure if she migrates here, but she's hoping that her daughter Maribel is able to get treated by a specialist here in the US for some conditions that she has. But that's really all that they tell you in the back of the book. It doesn't give you more than that. It seems like it's going to be a really heartbreaking and compelling story, and I love discussing things with my company. At our book club, we had a really nice discussion for I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. So I'm really excited to picking this up. The next book on my TBR is The Death of Vivek by Akwaeke Emezi. I don't really know how to pronounce their name. I should probably have Googled it before making this video, but this is another, I think, going to be another very heartbreaking and compulsive read. From what we know is that it takes place in southeastern Nigeria, and Vivek Oji's mom finds him dead, wrapped in a cloth in front of her home. That's really all I know about it and all that I really want to know about it. Again, it's another very short book, but I feel like I'm going to love it. Yeah, I'm very excited for it, and I'm really digging this cover. It's very colorful. I love the combination. Yeah. The last book on my TBR this month is Colson Whitehead's The Nickel Boys. This won the Pulitzer Prize a couple of years ago, I think 2017, 2016, I can't really remember, but it's based on an actual, so the premise of the book is we have our main character, Curtis, who is unfairly sentenced to a reformatory school called Nickel Academy, and this is actually based on a real story of a real reform school that like operated for 111 years. I've heard nothing but great things about the Nickel Boys and about Whitehead's writing. I'm just very excited to read. I actually have a lot of very like short books, but very meaningful and impactful. So I definitely need a little bit of that in my life right now. Yeah, but I'm really excited to get through all of these this month. What are you reading this month? Have you read any of the books that I just mentioned? A quick update. So in August, it was my partner's birthday, and for his birthday, he really wanted to get a nose piercing. So we both got one. He got one on his right nostril. I got one right here on my left nostril. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know how close the camera is, but if you can see it, it's right there. Very excited. We're going to get a ring soon. Yeah, I'm dividing my peace lily plant this week, and I'm very nervous because I'm afraid I'm going to kill it. But I'm really proud. We've had it for a couple of months now, and apparently lilies are really difficult to take care of, and it's alive. She hasn't died yet. So I'm very excited. She's thriving. Her leaves are big, green, beautiful, and it's time. It's time to have more little peace lilies around. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll insert a clip of me doing it. We just separated this baby lily from this bigger lily, and we're going to put it in here. Here's the second one. All done.